Well played.
Okay, so I did a report on The World God Only Knows, written and illustrated by Tamiki Wakaki. And that's the main character in the center, and these are the I don't know if else is on here. These are, I'll explain it. Okay. So the premise of the story, it revolves around Keima Katsuragi, who's a high school student, and he's an avid gal girl game player. Gal games are kind of like dating. It's like in between a visual novel and a dating sim, where there are multiple routes, and usually the routes center around a girl that you try and make fall in love with you. He's called the Capturing God because he can capture the heart of any girl in these games. He's somewhat famous, I guess, in Japan. Like other gamers, gal gamers, will come to him and ask him questions. So what happens is he gets a message on his video game console, which I'll talk about in a second, asking him if he can really conquer any girl, and he says yes, and he doesn't know that's literal, and that there are runaway spirits that hide in the hearts of girls, and one way to get the spirits out is to make them fall in love with you, to, I guess, fill the void in their heart that, I guess, the runaway spirit has entered in through. He has a partner named Elsie, and they go and try and... He conquers girls using tactics that you'd find in gal games, so he does, like, stupid things. Like, if there's a girl... Sometimes he'll, say, try and make a girl hate him, because in his logic, if he makes a girl hate him, it's easier for him to make a girl that really hates him really love him than it would be to make a girl that's kind of indifferent about him fall in love with him. And he just does kind of stupid stuff like that. Keima Katsuragi, this is the main character. I tried to find pictures that were from the manga instead of the anime. And this is a picture of him doing what he always does, which is play video games. And he's a high school student. I don't know if he's socially awkward. He doesn't like socializing with people. He prefers not to, I guess. And they call him Otake Mega or Otake Megane, which is a hybrid between the two words otaku, which is like fanboy, and Megane, which is glasses. So he has that nickname. He's an only child. He lives with his mom, and his father is never around, but his father's alive, but they never really go into that. He's really smart, but he plays games all the time. He's still able to get good grades, though I don't know how. And he plays a PFP, which is like a PSP, but it has a keyboard. So that's what he's playing right there. If you look kind of where the cool letters are, that's what he's doing in that picture. And he's ignoring a girl in the upper, I guess, right-hand corner. And it's because it's part of his strategy. Okay, this is Elsie. And she kind of looks evil in this picture, but she really isn't. I tried to find... No, she's very whimsical and very kind. I tried to find a good picture of her that was, like, from a manga panel, and this was the only one I could find. So, she's a demon sent to Earth to assist Keima in his mission. Keima basically just tries to romance the girl. She does basically everything else, and she helps him if he needs objects, or if he needs to get places discreetly. That's what she does. She has a broomstick. She has a skull radar, which you can't see behind the thought bubble, which is empty on her head, but that kind of beeps whenever there's a runaway spirit around to let them know that there's a girl that needs help in the area. She also has a bottle. She captures the runaway spirits in a bottle, a giant bottle, or it can expand to become giant. And she has a magical shape-shifting kind of cloak shawl thingy, which is kind of over her shoulder in the picture there, if you can see it. She loves fire engines, which is, I don't know, I was just trying to think of something. She's an excellent cook, but she's from hell, so she cooks up like hell monsters for Keima, and Keima hates that type of stuff. But she very much wants Keima's... What? He does not like hell monsters for dinner.
Doesn't.
Okay. But she wants his kind of approval, and Keima's Kama's kind of a douchebag, to be honest with you. But and she's really nice to him, but he's continuously mean to her. But he's kind of mean to everybody, so it's I guess it evens out. Okay, these are a few of the girls that are central to the story. I think most of these girls are from the first 2 seasons of the anime. In case you want to read it, I really don't want to explain too much about these girls, but I just wanted to show you the other characters who are just essential to the story as Kate or anybody else. Okay, and then I did a kind of art style comparison. The one on the left is from the manga early on, and the one on the right is from the anime. To be honest, the art style is kind of drifted towards the anime even for the manga now, so it kind of looks more like the picture on the right. I tried to find a picture, with 2 of the same characters so you can kind of see the differences. Okay, so for the manga info, it's a comedy. I guess you could say it's harem, school life, because most of the girls do go to school with Kama. Supernatural, of course, and shonen. It's not like shonen in the sense that DBZ and Naruto are shonen, but it's definitely geared towards that audience. It's ongoing, it's weekly, and it's up to 179 chapters about. It was first published in 2008 in Japan, of course, and you can find the chapters on MangaBox if you're interested in reading them. It's been licensed in South Korea. It has not been licensed in the United States yet. There are also 2 light novels based on the series. The light novels, they're completely different stories. They don't cover anything that you could see in the manga or see in the anime or read in the manga. As far as the anime is concerned, there are 2 seasons. One aired in the fall of 2010. One aired in the spring of 2011. Each season is 12 episodes. The first season is available on DVD and Blu-ray. And if you go to a website called Crunchyroll, you can stream every episode for free, but it's like Hulu, so there are commercials and ads all over the place. But if you want to see it, it's available there. So that's it.